So it's been 4 years of us trying to film our hunts now. Up until this point, it has not been nearly as successful as we had hoped for. That all changes this year. We've put in the work, we've took our beatings, but now we've got our feet underneath us. With that said, we would like to welcome you to the breakthrough season. We've got 5 episodes coming out in the next few weeks. We've got some new faces and plenty of great footage. So here it is, the breakthrough season.
All right, welcome back to episode 2 of the breakthrough season. In this episode, you're actually going to be watching Daniel. Now, with that said, he's still kind of getting used to talking to a camera. If you don't know, it's really hard to do. So, don't make fun of him too much, unless you can come up with a good one, in which case, let him have it in the comments. But he did something this year that me and Dylan both thought was pretty cool and were honestly shocked by. He was able to harvest a buck with the old school longbow. So we're gonna let him talk you guys through his season.
So as Isaac said, I decided to dedicate my season to the longbow. We got back from Nebraska. I put the compound in the case and just started shooting the longbow a lot. Took that out in the woods the first night. I went out to a field that I have never hunted and climbed up in a tree just to see where the deer were coming out.
Good evening, everybody. It is October 4th. It's a Saturday here in Missouri. This is my first set of the year. I like to wait until about October. It's still hot, unfortunately, but decided to get out here because I had a free afternoon anyway. So I've got some videos of deer out in this field off to my left. Usually around like 6:30 to 7, so right before dark. I got here about 3 o'clock or so. It's right now about 5, so we got about an hour and a half until they could possibly be showing up. But I've got my longbow and everything here, so we're going the traditional route today. So stay tuned. Could get interesting. They're kind of all over the place, so maybe we'll get lucky and they'll filter down this way. We'll see.
After that first evening, I saw deer come out into the field. They came out actually right where I thought they were going to come out. Just couldn't get the saddle into that tree the way I wanted. So I went and picked Dylan up, had a ladder stand in the back of the truck, and we decided we were going to do a hang and hunt that evening.
All right, we are in the stand. We initially put it a couple trees over. We couldn't get it to sit the right way, so we moved it over here after making much racket. Now we wait. We've got about 2 hours before before the deer usually come out in the field, so hopefully everything has a chance to kind of settle down. Maybe they'll still come out. If not, it's a nice evening. Oh yeah, and we have the longbow, so let's add that.
Also, we're not shooting a regular bow. Daniel's got the freaking longbow out over here, ready to go.
It's gonna be interesting.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get this on camera, but we're gonna try.
No idea where she went.
She's still over there. I was just filming her.
Oh, I know. I lost her in the branches. She may come this way. Who knows?
It's not where I expected to see a deer.
I never expected a deer to be over there. Dylan, the 8 point is right there.
Oh boy.
Oh, crap.
Same spot.
Yep. Oh, crap.
Yeah, he's right there.
Don't face it this way.
I think so, yeah.
Barely.
He's making a scrape.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Wait, you need to move. Oh, that hurt.
Well, saw a good buck, didn't get a shot on it, and didn't get to go back out into the woods because, as you know, life gets busy. So about 2 weeks later, I finally got to go back out into the woods, went out to a stand that I've hunted my whole life. It usually doesn't get really hot until about mid-October, so I felt the timing was right, decided to go back up on that ridge.
Alright, good morning everybody. I'm here, sitting in my tree stand, up on this ridge that I've hunted my whole entire life. I've heard some stuff down in the bottom. It's still really early, I think it's just now legal shooting light. So it's still really, really dark here. There's some rain moving in tomorrow, and a cold front coming in, so I got the day off work, so I decided might as well come out and see what happens. Last year I sat here, it's actually 1 year from tomorrow. I had an 8-point come out behind me right at first light. So we'll see what happens.
So it was a pretty quiet morning, and about 8:30, buck comes in over the ridge that I was hoping would come in and let me get a shot at him.
smoked him. That was a perfect shot. Buried it to the fletchings. Oh my gosh. Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, I'm shaking. Holy crap, I'm gonna fall out of the tree. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh. Oh my gosh. Oh, that practice. Oh my gosh. I didn't know if I was gonna get that shot. He came in. And the way I have my camera set up here in the tree, I was expecting them to come from back here. He came in front. And so my camera was kind of in the way. But I kept bumping it with my hip and turning it with my hand at the same time so I could stay on him. And he stopped right in front of me at like 7 yards. Holy crap. Whew. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's awesome. I gotta calm down a minute. Alright, it's been about 30 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and pack up some of my stuff, get it down out of the tree. I'm gonna go look for blood. My only worry right now is if I only buried the arrow to the fletchings, there's not gonna be a great blood trail. But maybe we'll get lucky, still find some blood. If not, I'll just kind of take off in the direction that he took off and where deer typically end up on this property. So we'll go from there. We'll see. Okay, I just got out of the stand. This is where he was standing. And we do have some blood. I don't know how easy it's going to be to track him. So I'll kind of keep you guys informed. Okay. Found my arrow. Absolutely soaked. Tip of the broadhead apparently broke off. Doesn't smell bad. Well, we'll keep looking. I think I found him. He went farther. Just about any deer. Shot. Oddly enough. Oh, yes. Oh, gosh. Oh, yes. Oh, there he is. Oh, yeah. Thank you. All right. Well, here he is. Found him. He ran like 150 yards, farther than just about any deer I've ever shot with a bow. I think that arrow kind of just stuck in him, plugged him up a little bit, so he kept running. But got Dylan behind the camera to help me out. That way I don't have any shaky, weird footage. It was a beautiful, beautiful morning this morning. He came in just perfect, about 7 yards, stopped right in front of me, and was able to put an arrow right where I needed it. Put him down pretty quick, really. But first longbow kill, decent buck. I'm ecstatic, over the moon. I believe Dylan is too.
I've been excited all morning trying to get to this man, and I decided that I was no longer going to be at work.
I felt like I was going to fall out of the tree stand whenever I saw exactly where the arrow went. I was so excited. Holy crap, I'm gonna fall out of the tree. Very, very blessed, very thankful. And it just means so much more that I was able to get it with the longbow. The tip of the arrow did break off, but that is a sacrifice that I was willing to make, apparently. So, I guess we'll get some more pictures here and go from there. So.
All right, that brings us to the end of episode 2. If you made it this far, we'd appreciate if you would subscribe and like the video and maybe send it to a couple of your friends. Go ahead also and go watch episode 1 and then come back next week for episode 3 that I'm working on right here. And if you're thinking to yourself, you're in a different space than you were earlier, we completely forgot to film the outro for this video, but everything else is going to match up all nice and pretty. So come back next week for episode 3, and thanks for watching this one.